Most online businesses fail within the first 12 months. And no, it's not because the founder isn't smart or isn't hardworking. It's because they spend 6 months obsessing over the perfect niche instead of making a decision and start solving a painful problem someone will pay them for. If you're stuck overthinking your niche, this video will end this today. Let's get clear, fast and practical so you can start building instead of spinning. You think you're trying to find your purpose, but what you are actually doing is avoiding the discomfort of choosing. You think that whatever you choose right now will be with you forever. You can start with one and then pivot later on once you start seeing the results coming in. So instead of thinking, I love this and I love that, pick one. Ask yourself, where can I solve a real problem with real urgency for people who can pay me now? That's how we start, with logic, and then go through the next 6 questions to help you define your niche. Here is how I help my clients decide on a niche, frankly speaking, sometimes just in one power session. In a span of only 90 minutes, answer these 6 specific questions. You can use the template that I attach in the description below, and you will get clarity you need to start doing the stuff. Point 1. There must be pain. People are willing to pay when the pain of their problem feels greater than the cost of the solution. So your niche needs to be built around a problem, not just a vibe. Here is an example of specific problem that, for example, I solve for my clients. I will help you to sign your first 5 high-ticket coaching clients within the first 6 months. Pain sells, transformation sells, not some vague promises. Point number 2. The niche should be growing. Don't pick a dying market. If more and more people are entering that life phase, that identity shift, that pain that you're trying to solve, you are in a good place. Example, mid-career professionals exiting corporate. That wave is massive right now, with all the redundancies, with all the changes to the lifestyle. Another one is everything that has to do with artificial intelligence is on the rise as well. Everything that has to do with communication and building the charisma. Another example would be sustainable living and low-waste lifestyles. Ride a trend that's rising, not one that was peaking in 2017. Point number 3. There must be paying capacity. This one is tough, but very important. Let's say you want to help people who've just come out of prison get back on their feet. That's truly admirable, but it's unlikely that niche has the income to pay for high-level support. That doesn't mean don't do it, it means do it pro bono. But if this is your business, your income stream, the niche needs money. Or it's a passion project, not a business, then it's fine. Point number 4, you must be able to target them easily. I've been there. You pick a niche you believe in, but you have no idea how to reach those people, how to track them down. If you're stuck between 2 niches, I always say the one that you can easily identify those people with and the one that is very hard to identify. Choose the first one. Choose the one where you can easily track those people down, when you know where they hang out and you can connect with those. Can you find them on LinkedIn using expanded filter? Are they on Reddit? Do they attend certain events? The best niche in the world means nothing if you can't get in front of them. I'll go deeper into finding your ideal client avatar in the next video, so stay tuned for that. Question number 5 that you have to answer. You need a credibility advantage. This is your why you factor. You need to have some connections to that niche, some credibility. Otherwise, you will get lost amongst others who you will be competing with. Make sure your X factor, so your reason why I should choose you, is aligned to the niche you are picking. I was talking to one of the coaches recently who's in his 50s, ex-military, and he was confused about what niche to pick. Let's say you and I have to coach people in military. So I told him, let's say you and I have to coach people in military. Who will have more credibility, you or me, who has no experience in military, comparing to you having 30 years of experience? He started thinking and realized that his niche might be coaching people who are exiting military or went through a redundancy recently and going through a huge identity crisis. So always keep in mind that X factor that makes you stand out amongst all others. Point number 6. You have to love talking about it. You're going to create content about this topic, to talk to people about this for at least 40 hours per week. You will talk about it in the videos, podcasts, sales calls, direct messages for years. So make sure you don't just know stuff about your niche, but that you love it. If you can talk about it endlessly without getting bored, that's the one. If it feels forced or draining just to describe your offer, that's a red flag. So what I would suggest you do now, and what I did when I was going through the same process, don't get trapped in the figure it all out before I start mindset. Pick a direction using these 6 filters, then go and test it. Give it 30 to 60 days. Talk to people, to as many as you can, through conversations. Try to sell. Learn in the field, not in your head. You can pivot later, but you can't build a business if you just stay where you are doing nothing. Many people say, oh, you don't need to pick the niche will find you, you will figure it out later. And they are right, you don't if your brand is loud. Tony Robbins can talk about whatever he wants because everyone knows him. But if no one knows you, you need to find a way to stand out through right positioning. This will fast track your results. And the funny part is that I made this mistake myself first. I started as generalist, helping people to sort out all sorts of problems. And it was really hard to see any momentum because until you become specific with what exact kind of problem you are solving for people, you will get lost in the noise. And it doesn't mean you will stop helping people solving other problems. You will just use your niche as a main point of attraction, which will speed up the results. Don't keep your questions to yourself. Share your niche challenge in the comments below and I'll respond. I'll read all of them, I promise. And make sure to subscribe because in the next video, I'm breaking down how to create a magnetic ideal client avatar that makes your messaging cut through the noise and clearly identify who is your ideal customer. No more guessing, a clear strategy that will help you fast track your results. See you on the other side in a couple of days. With care, Anna.